It's your boy Vim.
Yeah.
Your boy Serge. Myself Rook. And we're about to bring you a chapter review of One Piece manga chapter 920. I love Oden.
Ooh.
What a chapter!
Hell yeah.
Oden. I'm just.
But before we get into that, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Give us a like if you liked that chapter. We sure did. We can't give ourselves a like. But
let's try and hit 10 likes for this video.
Let's get it.
If you're on this page, hit the like button now. Be a part of that.
Let's go.
It's not hard. Pat. But thank you to all the existing subscribers and all the existing viewers. We love you every single week. We grow with you. But what a chapter. Jeez. What did you think of the front cover, man?
I liked it, to tell you the truth. It was something just completely different. It was a request as well. And it's nice to see him fulfill requests. We got what? Sanji here being hugged by Nami.
In his dreams.
He would do in his dreams. Zoro here just, I can see Sanji's
legs up in the back.
He
kicked Sanji's butt.
Yeah, floored him. Chopper's there like, wow. And you just got both of them there.
Snotty nosed and sleeping.
Just happy.
I think it's also like a teaser because we're still anticipating Zoro and Sanji getting back together. And conveniently, Zoro's gone missing.
How they will be when they get to each other's faces.
Building anticipation.
Jeez.
Great chapter. So, highlight of this chapter was not so much action, but rather a sensational recap, a sensational history lesson,
Definitely.
and a sensational outline to just kind of build the fabric of what will emerge to just be an epic arc. We're going to be here for 2-3 years. I'm telling you that now. We're not coming out of Wano until at least 2020 Tokyo Olympics. No chance.
No way.
And I say even after that.
2 weeks in One Piece world. Can't even say how long it is. That's how it works.
But 2 weeks is just the night of the raid. It could be more.
Could be a lot more.
We don't know just yet, man.
Because that raid could be potentially leading up to, still got to do that. Then we've got to do this.
But we start off with a history of Lord Oden. And when you see his silhouette, he almost looks, I'm not going to say he looks like, but he looks of a similar stature to what Goldie Roger looked like. That kind of beard,
big,
the dark hair, similar personality, someone who was just a roughhouse.
Yeah.
He was born in royalty, but he was just always loved to fight and he got exiled. And he went to the roughest place in the whole of Wano Kuni and he sorted it out.
Batted up the baddest man there. That's what he did.
Captivated Roger, charmed Whitebeard.
These words are spoken out of so much respect for Oden. So you can see how much his love from his subordinates he gets because of what he did. And on top of that, because he fixed up that rough area, his dad even recognized him as someone who's doing such a great thing and awarded him with such a good name of the Daimyo of Kuri.
And that's why it was called Kuri Castle. People used to love him. I mean, there's a really touching scene when you see Duke Inuarashi. He's in Wano.
He's in Wano.
He's in Wano, but he's crying, reminiscing. The anti-racism of Lord Oden. That's why we love Oden, man. He said, don't judge people by their appearances, man.
Don't be ignorant.
Don't be ignorant, man. And it kind of shows the concept of what will happen. Because Lord Oden had a vision. It's almost like he wanted a world where everyone could get along, different types of people, where we can all prosper. He had the Paradise Farm. People could eat. It was a place where laughter would not stop.
True.
So this is what Luffy's coming to bring back.
Open the gates of Wano. Open the doors. It's too cramped. That's going to be resonated across, I'm going to say, throughout the whole arc, because if that's what he was using it because Wano feels like everyone's constricted to being in Wano, where he wants everyone to just be free. It's too cramped, meaning he wants to be free. What does Luffy want? To be free. So he's got the same kind of understanding.
On a side note, before we go further, a little bit prediction time. Zoro clearly is lost. I love the comedic aspect. Right? Play on words. How did he manage to get lost? But I was like, everyone else got lost but him.
He won't take the blame, but that's Zoro. He's like, where are they? I'm confused. Listen, I was on the Kamino just as much as them. They've gone off. They've left him. But...
And there was a lovely big tiger that got killed by the beast himself. Just like Cash.
Have you ever seen a wild animal?
Prediction in regards to that. there must be a reason why Oda has separated Zoro from the Straw Hats. He has a separate purpose. Even though it hasn't been stated that this is the year of Zoro, and I know we've been saying it's kind of because before was the year of Sanji. It's not the year of Zoro. But seeing as we're in a samurai country with loads of swordsmen, it's only right that he kind of deviates and does his own kind of swordsman fighting. And what I think, if you look at the scenery where he is, you see a dead tiger, you see factories of dark places and odd ships. So Zoro's gone to a place where he's going to get into a fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's already in unmarked territory where he shouldn't be. And now where he goes into, will he meet someone that's of a higher level than the headliners?
Well, I personally see him. We're going to see a little Zoro taking people out.
Okay.
Possibly run into a calamity.
This is where it gets interesting now. Will that be a full-on fight? Because are we expecting to see that much? Like, I'm not saying Oda doesn't bring it, but that's a straightforward out declaring war. There is no 2 week sneaking around.
Zoro ain't backing down. He's been doing damage in Wano since he's got there. He almost got executed because he was the mysterious Ronin causing trouble. For some reason, I just have a very sneaky feeling he's going to run into a calamity. Because we already have deduced that the headliners are not on their level. Yeah,
fair.
So
minus Hawkins, who we haven't seen the full of yet, but
Hawkins is more crafty. If in a straight one-on-one fight, Zoro will kill him.
Yeah,
like it's not even close. I'm sorry, I can't. It's not close. Hawkins is not great in terms of battle strength. He's a problem. No disrespect to Hawkins, he is a problem. But you will not. I'm gonna say now. When have you ever seen Hawkins in a clash by himself one-on-one? He's always got his little underlings around. There's always someone to swap out with or whatever. He's more of a nuisance. So we will see Hawkins in more of a group clash. Or what it could be is Zoro pounds the hell out of people like Hawkins, gets a bit tired, and then a calamity comes and he's not ready. Let's see. Tell us what you think in regards to Zoro, because it was brief and I think it's a hint to watch out for what's going to happen. But other than that, we then go into the history, and hate to say I told you so, time fruit.
Time fruit.
Well, they said the time ability, but you know when they double it up, it's the devil fruit.
Timu.
Time. So we go to the history on how they died. They say that Lady Toki came from the distant past.
Oh, Toki fruit. Sorry, that's her name. Toki, that's the Timu. Yes, she came from the past. The ability doesn't allow you to go to the past, but it allows you to go to the future. And she says she's been traveling throughout the future considerably.
Imagine that, man. Oden like an older woman. So Oden must have been like 20 or 30 at the time. And he's just dating a girl that's 130 years old.
No, you say that, but her age will stay still.
I know, but it's still cool to be able to say that.
Yeah,
My
true.
girl was born in 1833. Top that, dude. And she still looked better than yours. But, theory time. So, we can see that she's the one that saved them.
Yes.
Which there's a lot of incomplete information. So, it's hard to, so we have to acknowledge that this is all, we have to start reaching here.
This is all a new territory. So, we are going to start just putting things out.
First of all, hands up to Oda. He did a great job with the time.
Yeah.
It had to be a time fruit. It's the only way to explain it in the One Piece world. But we don't know what are the limitations of the time fruit. How many people can it send into the future? Because clearly she had to sacrifice herself. So it's a limited amount of people. How far? We know they can go 20 years into the future.
How far further can they go?
Yeah. When she died, what happened to the fruit? Because we know the fruit regrows. Or was it burnt in the fire because the castle was burnt?
Now, we do know this. Hiyuri, the younger sister of Momonosuke, was left behind.
Did she die?
Did she eat the fruit? Is she... Now, here we go with the predictions. Is she with the Shogun now? Because if she was the only remaining member, she would have been taken. As a hostage, maybe, or as someone who would be groomed into something else. So it would be like a... So there's two avenues, right? She could either be similar to Viola, underneath Doflamingo, because she has to be at the fear of her family getting killed. Or she's actually being groomed and it's a Stockholm syndrome and she believes the Shogun's correct because she's been manipulated. But again, she still has that fruit ability. Or there's other things.
And she could have as well been transported into the future.
Ooh.
Maybe to stop something.
Okay.
Or to send some information that's necessary.
Yeah.
Maybe the wife could have predicted something. There's actual war happening.
How far into the future? Because she separated 4 of them already.
I think it would have to be 20 years. I
So
think
20 years and a change? Because
no, because well, it could be. I see what you're saying with it, but this is going to happen now.
yeah.
So it's 20 years later. It's going to happen now. It's just a question of where did she end up. So like you said, did she end up with a shogun or did she end up free?
Yeah.
But regardless, it's very interesting. But again, before we move on, guys, please comment below. Tell us what you think the significance. Did you predict the time fruit? I don't think it was that difficult.
Hear you.
Yeah. But tell us what you think. We then get a recap and a nice little outline of Kinemon's journey from his perspective. Because up until now, we met them in Punk Hazard. They were just these wandering samurai that ended up being useful, that kind of tagged along. We knew they'd have a bigger meaning. We went to Wano. But then learning that they're from the distant past, all the clues about Momonosuke meeting Roger, it's kind of crazy.
Crazy.
And he kind of shows the kind of fate of landing into Luffy and the Straw Hats. He describes how they all got separated each step at a time.
Yeah.
From when Doflamingo chased certain people, from when Kaido's guys chased certain people. They've all been separated, they've gone for a rough patch. Kiku was left there to gather intel on the enemies. Very, very, very interesting. But we have allies. So Jibumenon, he's an ally. We know that all the samurais with the moon tattoo on their ankles,
You'll be allies.
they'll be allies.
Waiting.
How many are there? We know Inuarashi, Duke is there. Nekomamushi can't be far. We know Marco ain't coming, but did he send anyone else?
He sent a message.
He did, indeed.
So, nice little recap, kind of allies. And,
Well, we're going to have about 5,000.
well, hold on. This is what I was going to say. I kind of want to keep as a surprise to you guys, man. Now, from Kinemon's perspective, we're clearly not going to have 5,000 according to his calculations. And the reason why I say that is because it's not in the plan. The plan isn't a war. The plan is a raid, is to gather information in secrecy, to move like ninja. This is all the kind of themes of what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
And they say that it could be based on the 47 Ronin. It's all about infiltration and taking the head of the snake. And everything will fall after. That's the ambition of these people. So and don't get me wrong, they've already got a strong amount of allies already, yeah? He says, we will need, ideally our forces would need to be 5,000 strong. However, waging a war is not our intention. Our goal is to gather information in complete secrecy and take the commander's head. The plan will commence in 2 weeks' time on the night of the Fire Festival. We will commence the raid on Onigashima, where Kaido resides. Now, I had to look quickly because it popped into my head after that live reaction. How many people in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet? I'll tell you, in total, this is according to One Piece Wiki, there are at least 5,640 members from those 7 divisions. So, what's looking more likely is there is going to be a failure of a plan. I mean, there's no way, this always happens. It's happened in Whole Cake Island.
Yeah.
These plans, you're dealing with an emperor. You're not dealing with scrubs. You're not on the level, listen, if you couldn't mark up Big Mom and the way she depicted Kaido.
There's no way they're going inside.
Yeah. I mean, they couldn't kill her. She unconsciously knocked out everyone with her Conqueror's Haki. This is the level of a young
This is the funny thing, though. She knew they were there before even they knew they were there.
It's crazy.
So, what do you think Kaido knows?
And exactly, and this is another thing. We have to remember, sometimes it's very easy to get trapped in the current arc. But we've got to remember everything we've learned so far and how the One Piece world works.
The current narrative right now is telling us we're hidden, we're safe, no one knows who we are.
But they're not, because Basil Hawkins has exposed them. We already know from 2 chapters ago that they were, they were ratted out on, they caused a big ruckus. So we know a calamity is on the way.
So there's enough information now for people to understand that there's going to be something bigger with these people on there. So it's not about trying to sneak around, it's how. Because again, all eyes are on them. And Luffy is not one to sneak around. Neither is Zoro.
Yep. We can presume that Apple is going to be a headliner. If Basil Hawkins is Apple, is going to be something. So we've got the dodgy guys, the cowards of the worst generation who sold their souls and joined the Yonko. We've got Kid and his crew. They will be there. Listen, I bet my bottom dollar that Kid's crew will come. His crew are to him what Luffy's crew is to him.
Kid's crew is either captured or they arrive.
I think they come. I don't think they're captured.
So if they arrive, they're going to link up again with Law and Luffy, the rest of the crew. Killer. Because he would have, most likely, and this is a good point, they'll have a Vivacod to be able to find him. That's the only way they're going to be able to find the White Wayne Ink Kid.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's going to be this was depicted as going to be the biggest war ever. So, Straw Hat Grand Fleet, they got Luffy's Vivacod. Will they sense that Luffy's in trouble? You know, something could happen.
Even if they don't, there's ways of them communicating back to them, because you got to remember, Luffy's not the only one in his crew. His crews are independent in themselves. They can have someone to contact.
The Minx. All of them will come.
Yeah, that's what he did. He said they had
on Zanisha. Why not?
Hey.
This is going to be a crazy war, man.
Crazy war. Zanisha herself.
That's why I said on Zanisha. Blackbeard pirates.
Towards the end.
We're not even going to bring up this thing.
Wait for that.
There's going to be a whole...
there's a lot.
There will be the Navy at the end as well.
Yeah.
There's a...
Big Mom in between.
There's a lot of nonsense that's going to go down. But basically, it's about to get real crazy.
Think about it. The 47 Ronin, even though they tried to do a raid, it still ended up being a little bit of a war. So there wasn't any way they could have moved as silent as they wanted to.
Well, they achieved what they wanted to do, but then they had to kill themselves if you watch the movie. But that's fine. This is going to be an arc of sacrifice. Certain people will die.
Now, we're not going to get into it, but who do you think is going to be sacrificed?
What do you think will happen next?
Let us know down below.
I mean, I'm going to repeat it. What's happening with Zoro? What do you guys think? It's crazy, man.
Who do you think he's going to fight? Who do you think he's going to meet?
Do you think he'll fight?
Do you think he's just going to be just chilling somewhere and waiting?
It's crazy that we have to wait 2 weeks for this stuff, man. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. This video was great. This chapter was even better. So smash that like button.
Take it away.
Please turn on the notifications. You know when we
ding.
whenever we have posted a video. But thank you for joining us on this journey.
Appreciate every single one of you.
Conqueror's Haki Corner. It's that time again. Unfortunately, for 2 weeks in regards to One Piece. Peace out.